Jazmin. Okay, so in today's video, I'm going to show you how I take pictures for my crystals. You guys been asked me to do this, so in this video, that's what I'm going to do. It's actually really fun. It's one of my favorite things to do because you basically, this is where you actually kind of see a little bit more the crystals that you got. Obviously, you see it more in detail because obviously when you pick them, you see them, but obviously when you see them now, you kind of like want to see it more in detail so you can admire it more. So yeah, so join me. This is really, really fun for me. It's probably one of my favorite part, even though it's kind of fast. Is one of my favorites part of my business, I would say. So yeah, come and join me. So yeah, my second part is going to be basically what I go through. And I thank you for those who join me. Please, if you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel, and thank you again. So the first thing that I do is first of all line up my crystals that I'm going to take the session, the pictures of, and I make sure that I have the label ready to take. So it will be a fast process. So I don't take the time to, take the time to, label them and all that stuff, so it's ready to go. Then after that, I will actually make sure that I have I will start basically putting the crystal that is ready to line up in the for display. So after that, I'll make sure that I start with my first crystal, and I put the labels that I'm going to start. I usually use natural light in the sun because there's never a better light than sun, because sun will show the most of the best details of the crystal. Another detail that I make sure that I do is to always the background to be a solid color in either white or a pastel color, so that way there's not a background that will give the crystal a distraction. Another thing that I make sure to do is to have not too much around things, because if you put around things, it will take away the focal point, which is the crystal. Then after I make sure that I place the crystal in there, the first thing I do, I start a video with rotating the crystal from every angle. So this will be the first thing that I do. That way you're able to see for every angle of the crystal that you see. After that, I make sure that I take at least 10 pictures of the crystal. Now, I always say this to my clients: there's no way in heaven I'm able to capture every little detail of the crystal. There's just no way. That is impossible, but I'm trying to make sure to capture everything. So after I take these pictures, I make sure that I go to the scale and make sure that I take that information, and then I make sure that I label it. And that information will be, recorded. And that's basically all I do by taking picture. And ladies and gentlemen, that's basically it. We basically, after I finish with the pictures, I make sure that I noted everything that I observed. But usually that is done not only when I purchase it, but as well whenever I receive it. But I always tell everybody, there's no way in heavens that I will capture absolutely everything on a crystal. As a matter of fact, I think that you always discover something new in your crystal, and I hope that when you receive your crystal, you have that relationship with your crystal. I always say that I have crystals when you receive your crystal to establish that relationship with your crystal. Even if you don't want that relationship with the crystal, whenever you picked it up, either for meditation or not for meditation, at least have that admiration. That's why, remember why you picked it up in the first place, because I think that whenever we picked up a crystal, the crystal picked you. There is actually a whole science behind why a crystal was picked in the first place. So, that's the whole reason I actually have this business, because the beauty of the crystals. So that's how I go through. How I take pictures of crystals. The whole actually picking up the crystals is probably like the longest part. Taking pictures of crystals is usually the fastest part, because put it in the light is really like the fastest. And just admire it, and the sun is probably my favorite part of the whole experience of my job. That's exactly why I picked this job, right? So I hope you like this this tour of how I do my job, this part of this job. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please share it with your loved ones, and I hope to see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.